Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead. First,
Yeah, I'm
do
back.
you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm just a Muslim guy.
Okay, a Muslim guy. Do you have good knowledge in Islam, or you are just an average person?
No, I'm just a Arabic layman.
You speak Arabic?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
All right. So we were talking about that will help us a lot. We ask you who is the one who brought the Quran? Who is the one who's speaking in the Quran?
It's Allah's word, so Allah speaking it, and it
Okay, it's
says in
Allah
Surah.
words. But the
Yeah,
chapters in front of us says not true. Chapter
where?
27 as an example. Chapter 27 as an example.
Which
Verse
ayah?
num
Uh-huh.
chapter 27, the
Okay.
chapter of An-Naml, verse
Mm-hmm.
number 18 says that when he came to the valley of the ants, one of the ants said, "O ants, enter your dwelling." Who is talking here, Allah or the ant?
Allah is quoting the ayah.
Okay, so Allah quoting the ant.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Quran is not the word of Allah. The
No, Allah said
Quran
this.
is a quote made by Allah.
No, so I'll explain to you, right? So the first thing we need to establish, Surah At-Tawbah, ayah 6 says, وَإِذْ أَحَدٍ مِّنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ اسْتَجَارَكَ فَأَجِرْهُ حَتَّى يَسْمَعَ كَلَامُ اللَّهِ.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
So in Surah At-Tawbah here, it's making it clear that the Quran is Kalam Allah and it can be heard.
All right.
Okay?
My friend,
So here, yeah.
but this is will not change anything. The ant there, you are the one who just said to me
Uh-huh.
that Kalamullah is not in that verse. It was the ant talking.
Yeah, Allah is quoting the ayah. Allah said that too.
Okay, so when Allah is quoting the ant, how the ant was able to make Quran?
But I'll give you an example, right?
Yeah.
If you say, my name is Christian Prince, and then I say, he said his name is Christian Prince, I said what you said.
Okay.
Even though I'm quoting you, I still said those words.
All right, but who is the one who is making those words? Is that Allah or the ant?
Allah is the one saying it, and he's quoting the ant who said it.
Okay, you just repeat saying quoting the ants. So
Yeah.
Allah Himself, He when the Muslim they say to us, who can make Quran like the Quran of Allah, they are not being truthful with us, because as you see, ant is making Quran.
Are you what?
Ant is making Quran.
Are you saying, just so I make sure I understand, in the Quran it says, وَإِذٍ كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِمَّا نَزَّلْنَاهُ لِعَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِثْلِهَا.
Yeah.
You're trying to say
to
this.
read the verse, by the way. You're reading the verse wrong. But anyway,
I'm reading off memory, but if I said it wrong, may Allah forgive me. But
No
it's just
problem.
off memory. So,
It's
but
okay.
this ayah, right?
Yeah.
Are you trying to equate it for the fact that Allah's quoting the ant, or Allah quotes the jinn, or Allah quotes Dhul Qarnayn, or Allah quotes other people, and saying because Allah said that?
So
actually,
if I start a book, if I write a book, and I start quoting the conversation between me and you, still this is my book, all of it.
Okay.
Right? No,
Yeah.
that's not true, because if the whole conversation here is between the ant and Sulaiman and the bird and the Afrit, well, where is the word of Allah? Here we go, read with me. And then it says, وَتَفَقَّدَ الطَّيْرَ فَقَالَ مَا لِي أَرَى الْهُدْ. He looked at the birds. He did not find the bird. Who is talking there? Sulaiman. Then continue saying, and then I will make him barbecue if he did not give me a clear reason. And then he continue. And then he says, and then the bird he came. And the bird he said. So until now, we don't see Allah talking. This is just a bird and Sulaiman and ant. And then he found next to them, and he find next to her, and she said, and he said, where is Allah?
Okay, so this is Allah quoting them, and this came before the birds came into existence, because we believe the Quran is eternal. So Allah actually, He said this before they said this, right? So your whole argument falls apart when you
hold on, guys. Did you hear this? Allah saying this before the bird says this.
Of course, the Quran is eternal.
Okay, so the Quran.
Does Allah not have knowledge of the future?
So when somebody in the Quran speak, it was not his decision. It was the decision of Allah.
No, this has to do with the qada and qadr of Allah, right? I mean, you have the same concept in Christianity. If God knows something,
no, we don't. This is al-qadar.
Does God know the future?
Al-qada or qadar is not knowing the future. Is deciding the future.
No, okay, I have a question for you. Okay,
yeah.
If what you're gonna do tomorrow, does God know what it is?
But this has nothing to do with his decision about.
No, I will show you. I will. Does God know what you're gonna do tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means can you change what God knows you're gonna do?
I can change what I want to do.
No. Can you change what God knows you're gonna do? That's my question.
Then God, He know that I will change it.
No, no, but that means he knows the final answer, what you're gonna do, and there's nothing you can do to change that, correct?
No, I can change always, and I can prove it to you.
No, no, can you change what Allah knows you're gonna do?
Okay,
Or what
let me
God?
give you an example. Let me give you, because you are a Muslim, I'm a Christian, so we have different understanding. If
Okay.
Allah He decides somebody to die, can I change that?
No.
No, no way, right?
Yeah, same for you. You have to believe that.
Okay, so how, when Allah He sent His angel to Moses did boxing to the angels, and He did not let him take his soul?
That's not what happened. Do you want me to explain the hadith for you?
Okay, here, go ahead.
Okay, so the angel came to Musa, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the angel back that it came in a human form, okay?
All right.
And the angel asked him if it could take his life. And Musa was confused. What's going on? Why this is human asking me that he's gonna take my life? So he punched it in the face, okay? And then the angel went back to Allah, and Allah told him to go back again and ask him if he wants to give his life to Allah. So Musa was given the option. And the second time it came, then Musa said, "Yes, I will." So it wasn't an amr. It was first of all, it was a question, and second of all, this is a complete straw man. My question is, in your belief,
hold on, before you jump. First of all, where you get this that Moses he did just beat a human, and Moses he thought this is a human. This is what he thought.
Okay.
He thought this is a human.
Yeah, because Albani, if you read what Albani rahimahullah said about this hadith, he said back in those times, the angels would come in the form of a human. Okay.
So what?
And
okay, hold
pardon
on.
me?
But remember, who care about what form he will come? Let us say he will come in a form of mosquito. I ask you, if Allah decide that you will die tomorrow, can I change that? You said no.
No, but Allah didn't decide that. Allah didn't decide Musa was gonna die then.
No,
he didn't decide
the angel of death is not the one who decide the life, and the Quran confirmed that. It is Allah who decide your life.
Yes. Allah did not decide that Musa was gonna die the first time. Allah didn't decide that.
Where do you get this from? Where do you get from? Where do you get this from? Isn't it
because Allah?
Isn't it the end of life? Are you saying to me that the angel of death?
You're cutting me off.
Hold on.
You're not giving me a chance to talk.
This is absolutely false. Isn't it your prophet? He says that
when
you are before even you are born, Allah He sent an angel. He go inside the woman. He write his destiny. He write his privilege. He write his bad, his deed, his good deed, his bad deed, and he write his lifespan.
Yeah, and in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, God says, "I knew you before you were even in your mother's womb."
Exactly.
Right?
So what? But this has nothing to do with this. Allah
okay,
here.
Wait, but you keep cutting me off, so you don't know.
Hold on.
You're cutting me off. I don't get to.
This is about God knowledge. Here we are talking about destiny. So your God. Here.
Destiny is connected with knowledge. No. I get. Why can't I speak?
Does the verse says? Does the hadith says that Allah He wrote for you your lifespan?
Can I speak? Yeah, it does say that in the Quran. But can I speak now?
So
can I
explain? When Allah He write the lifespan, can the angel broke that lifespan which is written by Allah?
Okay, you speak, and then when you're done, I'll speak. Go ahead.
Okay, right. No, I'm asking you. Go ahead.
No. Okay, I'm gonna answer, and you won't interrupt me. You're not gonna interrupt.
Go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, the knowledge of Allah is connected to the destiny of Allah, the destiny, right? You can't say that we're speaking about the knowledge and not the destiny. You have to speak about the two at the same time. Okay? And the qadr of Allah is the same exact thing in the Bible. God knows the future, and there's nothing you can do to change God's knowledge of that future. If God knows you're going to die tomorrow, let's say you're going to die tomorrow, God knows that, and you can't change that. No matter what, God knows that's going to happen. We believe in the same thing.
No, you don't.
No, we do.
Because first of all, this has nothing to do with our topic. God knowledge have nothing to do. Where he go? You see how to try and mix things? What God knowledge have to do with destiny about how long you will live? The angel of death, he came to Moses to take his life, and he do not follow the order of Allah. Let us call him back. You will not answer now. I don't know. Maybe his phone died, but he said he put the charger. Okay. Okay, maybe he's trying to call it. Let's see. But if his son die, he will go offline, because the Skype will not ring. Let us text him. Remember what he said. He said that the first time the angel came, Allah did not send him. Do you know why he hung up? Any Muslim knows why he hung up? The answer in front of you. They love to lie. You sent me to a servant who do not want to die. Do you see it? Did he say that Allah first time did not send him? They love to make things up just to cover the problems of the stupidity of their prophet. You send me, talking to who? To Allah. Who's talking? The angel. He went back to who? To his Lord. The angel of death came back to the Lord. So first time before he go, he was with the Lord. It's the Lord who sent him. And then he said, you send me. So do you see how they lie? Can you change the order of death happen made by Allah? Yes, I can. Because your God is a tomato, potato. What kind of God? By the way, he's watching now. What kind of God? He sent his angel, and the Muslim, they claim that no, you cannot change the knowledge of Allah. You cannot change the destiny of Allah. Here we go, you can. The guy even, he beat the angel. And the funny, he said that the angel came to him in the form of a man. He did not tell him I'm an angel. The angel of death, he come in the form of a man since when? And first time he come without Allah order? Do you see, silly? This religion is. But how they can explain such a stupidity? Let's call him again. I think he will not answer again. That's it. He noticed. He noticed that this topic is not going to be fun. That's it. He will never answer. This boxing match did not last for long. You send me to a servant. He said to us, Allah did not send him first time. Did we hear him saying that Allah did not send him first time? And if Allah did not send him first time, who is the one who decided how long people live then? Who is the one who sent him first time? But as you see, it says, you send me, speaking to Allah. The angel of death speaking to Allah. Angel is an angel. He don't take order from anyone. So he said, you send me, speaking to who? To his Lord. He came back to his Lord. Why? Because his Lord is the one who sent him. No, we spoke about Rama in the beginning. You miss it. What was stuck with Rama? Rama is just a news. The Muslim, they have a phobia. A lot of girls in Egypt, they are calling their family, they are calling their daughters Rama. The Muslim, they want not. Phobia. Hypocrite people. They say because this is a god of a pagan religion, but they call Salah the Pharaoh. They call their daughters Nefertiti, Cleopatra, Venus, all kind of names. Suddenly Rama is the problem. This is our topic about Rama. We speak about it for 2 hours. It's a news. Crazy people. Rama is driving them crazy. What happened to the Abdul? So here you see that this religion from the beginning to the end is stupid. Did you hear this guy saying Allah is quoting the end? Allah is what? Quoting the end. So the Quran is not the book of God. The Quran is a quotation of the ant, of the cow, of the spider, of the chair, of Jibreel, of Muhammad, of Sulaiman, of David. So this is not word by word of God as they claim. And this is not what they claim that nobody can make like it, because as you see, the ant making like it, actually, the ant, she made it first. If we go to the hadith, I assure you he will never call. You know, this guy, he knew that he's going really in wrong place. Even Umar al-Khattab, he made Quran. Some Muslims, they say that Allah, he agreed with Umar in 10 things. Some they say 3, some they say 7. But let us say the most popular ones. Umar, he says, my Lord agreed with me, or I agreed with my Lord in 3 things. Okay, what are they? Who is the one who chose the Kaaba for Muslim to pray? Umar, not Muhammad. Who is the one who made the women wear hijab? Umar. Who is the one who made the verses about divorcing the wives of Muhammad? Umar. And not only that, the funny is, it says that Allah, he sent the verses as I said. As what? As I said. Umar al-Khattab, Allah taking what Umar he said, word by word. Read carefully. My Lord agreed with me in 3 things. I said this, take the station, Abraham station, they took the station. Force your wife to wear hijab, force his wife to wear hijab. Then may Allah divorce his wife. Exactly. Read carefully. It says, once the wives of the Prophet made a united front against the Prophet, and I said to them, it may be, who said that? Omar. It may be, between 2 brackets, the Prophet divorce you all, that his Lord will give you instead of you wives better than you. So this verse came as I had said. Do you see it? Who is the one making Quran? Any Muslim have an answer? Very stupid, confusing cult. In one hand, they believe that Allah is the one who decides everything. Suddenly we find that Allah have no idea. Let us see if this guy is a Muslim. I'm trying to lower the sound of the ringing until he speak, so it doesn't bother you. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Turn off your camera, please.
Okay.
Just a click at the camera, it's going to go off. And now tell me, what do you like to say, my friend? You are a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim, man.
All right. What do you want to say to us?
The other guy who called make a good point that everything was destined. Do you have a problem with that?
It was.
Everything is already destined.
Yeah, everything is destined. Exactly. It's what the Quran and the Islam teach. And you said you have a problem with that?
No, I'm asking if you having a problem with that.
Yeah, because if everything is destined, so why you will pay for what is destiny? Let us say I killed somebody today, and
Okay.
And now I will be punished. But it's Allah who destined for me to do it. Why I will be punished? Let us say I am a Christian now, right? I am a Christian. Okay. Allah He destined for me to be Christian. So why Allah will send me to hell if He is the one who destined for me to be Christian?
Yeah, because there is also a free will in the process, I guess.
There's no free will. Go ahead, show me. When Adam commits sin, did he commit sin by free will or against his will?
Sorry, I don't get that.
Adam, the first man, when he commits sin,
okay.
did he choose to commit sin or Allah forced him?
I guess no. Adam choose to commit sin. Yeah.
No.
Why no?
According to your prophet, Allah forced him. Allah, He wrote in His destiny 40 years before Adam he was created that Adam will do sin.
But that is from the hadith, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and you already know, because you are a landed man, that most of the hadiths cannot be trusted.
Well, this is Sahih Bukhari. This is the most trustworthy. This is more important than the Quran.
Yeah, most important that can be correct, but even Sahih Bukhari can get things messed up.
Okay, so you Muslim, you say to us that we Muslims, we lie about our prophet, correct?
No, wait a minute.
So who is the one who's lying there? Okay, if it doesn't say this is a lie, who is the one who's lying there? And why you Muslim call it authentic if it's a lie?
Hey, this is a long and complicated process, man.
No, it's not complicated. Okay. I wanted to answer. Either it's authentic or it's a garbage. So why you Muslim call it authentic when it's garbage?
Remember, only a few group of people call this authentic. Not every Muslim. There are a bunch of Muslims all over the place.
All Muslim Sunni consider Al-Bukhari authentic. What do you mean few of people? Are you talking about like 900 million? Those are the few?
It can be, maybe it can be like more than that or even less than that. You know?
So
like
okay, so is that a few people or this is the majority of Muslims then?
The point is, it's not all Muslims who claim this. That's my point. Yeah.
And who? So how Islam is preserved if even the speech of your prophet is a joke? It's a fabrication.
No, look, nobody can prove that this from the prophet. Really, you know. You can ask.
Can you prove that the Quran from the prophet?
Even the Quran, no.
Even the Quran, no. So why you are a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim because I was born into the Muslim family. Okay, so more or less I have to be a Muslim.
So
okay,
are you a Muslim by belief or you are just a Muslim by birth? Do you believe or you don't believe?
I am both a Muslim by birth and by belief. Yeah.
Okay, so I asked you, can you prove to me the Quran to be from the prophet? You said no. So how you do not have a belief? Because if you have a belief, you will not even question that. You will say for sure it's from Muhammad.
No, this is not how it works. Okay, my belief.
Do you believe in the Quran or not?
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
in the Quran.
So you believe in the
Yeah.
Quran. Okay, how come you believe in the Quran but you don't believe in the Hadith? And both of them, according to you, there's no way to prove that they are coming from Muhammad.
Yeah, my friend, look, these things happened long time ago. Okay, and I was not there to prove anything. Okay, so I just happened to be existing and found this thing all over the place, and my parents, everybody is believing it, and I also believe it. Okay, and
Okay, hold on. So when you convince yourself that you are a Muslim, what a Muslim mean? Go tell me. Go ahead.
what do you mean? What do you, come on,
When
I
you say
don't
I'm a Muslim,
understand.
what does that mean? What does that mean? You are a Muslim. You say I'm a Muslim. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
What
Come
does
on.
that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, a Muslim means somebody who submit.
No.
Okay.
Where you?
To the law.
I challenge you to show me one verse in the Quran says that a Muslim means to submit.
No, this is what I understand so far. Okay.
Okay, so
So
you don't even understand your definition of yourself as a Muslim. So you say I'm a Muslim, you don't know what Muslim mean.
no, but I tell you, Muslim means somebody who submit.
No, it's not. I said to you, prove it to me. You said I don't know. So where you got the word?
If you say,
where you got the word submit from? YouTube?
no, this is what my teachers told me.
Okay.
It means somebody who submit.
Let's make it simple. Yeah. Is a Muslim is somebody is a believer or he don't have to believe?
Of course, you have to believe. As a Muslim, you have to believe.
Wrong.
Because like most
Wrong.
of what you believe.
No.
Okay.
A Muslim.
Yeah. Can you?
The Muslim is the one who do not believe. A Muslim is the one who don't believe in Muhammad, neither in Allah. It's just someone he says Shahada.
Come on, wait a minute. That's too. That's what you are saying is really too big, man.
Chapter 49. Read for me. Chapter 49, verse number 14. It says clearly that the Muslims, the word Muslims is not the one who believe, is the one who says Shahada. You don't believe?
Yeah, but Shahada itself is signifying belief, Uda?
It's another question, my friend. I ask you what Muslim mean, you says you submit. I said to you the word Muslim, the Quran explain it. Chapter 49, verse number 14 is those who say Shahada. They surrender to Allah, but they don't believe. A Muslim is not a believer. A Muslim is somebody, he says Shahada, because if he don't say Shahada, he would die, he will kill him. So it is to surrender, but you do not need to believe. And the verse in the front of your eyes, read it.
Where is the verse?
Chapter 49, verse 14.
Okay. The Bedouins say we believe. Say you believe not, but you only say we have surrendered in Islam. For faith has not yet entered your hearts. But if you obey Allah and His Messenger, He will not decay. Yeah. So what's your point here?
My point is, how they are Muslim. It says here, you see the word surrender. This is what Muslim mean. Surrender, not submit. So they say we are Muslims. This translation for Muslim, surrender. We are Muslim.
No,
he said to them, okay. He said to them, you can say you are a Muslim, but you cannot say I'm a believer. Believe never enter your heart. Never enter your heart.
Yeah, but remember, I did not say a Muslim is a believer. I said a Muslim is somebody who surrender, who submit himself.
No, you see, submit.
Yeah.
Submit is a believer, because when you say submit, it's somebody doing it willingly. Surrender is not willingly. Here we go. Muhammad, he told them, either you believe or I will kill you. They say, okay, we will become a Muslim. So he said to them, okay, don't say we believe, say we are Muslims. Why? Because faith never entered your heart. So how they became Muslims and they are not believers? What kind of religion accept a person to say he's a Muslim? Muhammad, Allah saying to them, say we are Muslim, don't say we are believers. What kind of God he accept hypocrisy? Saying to them, say we are Muslims, but don't say we are believers.
No, it says that we have surrendered, not we are Muslims. That's what he said.
My friend.
Buddha?
My friend.
You are seeing it.
I'm just being patient with you. You don't speak Arabic. Here it says, Qulu aslamna, we became Muslims. Aslamna, we become Muslims. This was surrender mean. So he's saying, say, they are not the one saying. They are saying we are believers. He said to them, no, don't say that. Say we are Muslims. Don't say we are believers, for heart never enter your heart. So Allah is telling them what to call themselves. Call yourself a Muslim, but never call yourself a believer. So it is not required in Islam to be a believer to be a Muslim. All what is required is to surrender to Allah and say Shahada or die. We will kill you. Tell
My
us.
friend, as far as I can see, this verse 14, did not talk about Muslims here. It is
It's
belief
not
and
up to
surrender.
you. Okay, the verse in front of you. Don't waste my time. Here it says Aslamna. Aslamna. Do you know what Aslamna mean?
No.
Muslims. We become Muslims. If you are a kid, don't call me. This is why he says we have surrender between two brackets in Islam. We become Muslims. We have surrender. This is your Muslim translation. We have surrender between two brackets in Islam. What does that mean? Surrender in Islam. What does that mean? We become Muslims. So this is how evil this religion is. If we can quote religion, all what he want people to say Shahada. Just say he's a prophet. You believe, you don't believe, who care? Muhammad do not want believers. He want people to join his army. Maybe this is ultimate fault. He changed his name. Yeah, this is ultimate fault. Who's next? This is Omar, as if I know who's Omar. Okay, well, we called him, didn't answer. You see, this is totally the opposite of teaching of Christ. Jesus said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. Here, just say Shahada. You don't need to be a believer. Islam, religion of the hypocrite. This is a man, he worship hypocrisy. Be a hypocrite and you are welcome. He's saying to me, don't hang up on me. My friend, I'm losing my patience with you. I say to you, it says Aslamna in Arabic. You say to me, doesn't say that. Okay, go and deal with your business. What about you go and read the interpretation for the verse? Even in front of you, it says we surrender in Islam. What does that mean? We become Muslims. You're a prophet, the one you call him prophet. He threatened the Arabs, saying to them, if you don't believe, I'm going to kill you all. Chapter 48, verse number 16. Those Bedouin, they don't want to join Muhammad. He said to them, you shall be called to fight against people of giving a great warfare. Then you shall fight them, or they shall surrender. But what surrender mean again? They become Muslims. Muhammad is threatening everybody. Convert or die. Now those people, they surrender. They become Muslims. Muhammad said to them, okay, you know, you cannot fool me. I know you don't believe in me. I know none of you believe in me. This is why Muhammad, the smart Abdul saying to me, this is a war situation. Who cares if it's a war situation or what? Are you stupid or what? War situation or peace situation, how and what kind of a prophet he accept people to be calling themselves Muslims when they are not. They don't believe. Stupidity is amazing. This is war situation. So because it's war situation, who is the one who made the war? You made the war. Now you are forcing them to convert to Islam, but they don't believe in Islam. And you are saying to them, don't say we believe, say we are Muslims. War situation. What a joke. If you have a question, ask me in the chat, not in Skype. Otherwise, I will block you. War situation. A true prophet of God, he will not accept even to say hello to you if you are a liar, hypocrite. Join him, you don't believe. This guy is teaching them the opposite, saying, you do not need to believe. Just say Shahada. That's all. Abdul saying, CP cannot debate those Muslims who they are confident. Do you see how confident this guy? He said that he is not sure even the Quran from Allah. You see how confident he is? Confident. I mean, do you see how confident? Isn't it your friend? He said, I don't know even if the Quran is from Allah. I don't know even if the Hadith is from the Prophet. And this is what you call confident? Potato. That's a lot of confidence. We are here the one who make you deny your Quran. We make you deny it. You Muslim reach the point now, not only you say the hadith is da'if, is rejected, we don't accept it. Now you say Quran, we do not know if it's from Muhammad or not. And that's what he said. Very confident. Another Abdul saying, Christianity and Hinduism both are polytheist. You see, first of all, when a Muslim he speak about monotheism, that make me laugh, because the hadith says that Allah said to stupid Muhammad, if you have a doubt about what you know, go and ask the Christians and the Jews. So how we are not monotheist, and then your stupid God asking your stupid prophet to ask the Christians who they are not monotheists what is the true belief is. I mean, do you see the stupidity of this religion? The Christians and the Hindus, they are not monotheist. Okay, we will go with you. So how your stupid God, he said to your stupid prophet, if you have a doubt about what we gave you, go and ask Christian Prince. Are you there, Abdul? That means your prophet is not monotheist then. Because if we are not monotheist, and then your stupid God saying, go and ask the people of the book, the people of the Torah, and the people of the gospel. When I say that this God, the additional proof that the God of Islam is stupid is his followers. Look at their answer. So we are not monotheist, and then the stupid Allah, he said to the stupid prophet, ask the one who they are not monotheist. How stupid is that? It's a conditional, guys. It's a conditional. This guy is supposedly this is a Muslim who just dig in his nose. This is a brand new digging. Let me show you this one. This is the last nose digging. Gold, boogers. Armin, try to understand the verse, chapter 10, 94. God told prophet, if you are in doubt, conditional. So are you saying to me that your God, Allah, he do not know if Muhammad if or he is? Isn't it your brother who called me and he hang up and run? Is the one who says Allah, he knows everything? So what conditional? This is conditional can work if I do not know. I can say to this person, if you need to go to the bathroom, go, because I do not know if you need to go or not. This is God. And you just said it's a conditional. So Allah is making a condition. If you have a doubt, Muhammad, because Allah is not sure, ask Christian Prince, Muhammad, if you are. But who cares if it's conditional or not? Your God is making it clear. The only one you can ask is not Rama, is not the Hindus, is a Christian Prince. Conditional. Okay, we will read tafsir. Here we go. You know, just to show you how Muslims, it's like a monkey, you know, like a monkey in the circus. You know, the monkey in the circus. Where is this guy? Here we go. Read tafsir. Okay, read tafsir, brother. Don't read your own. Okay, I will open tafsir. Are you sure? Abdul, are you sure you want me to open the tafsir? Because if I open the tafsir, you will say to me, I don't accept tafsir. Okay, you said open the tafsir. I will open the tafsir. Are you ready? Let us put your comment in the screen. Okay, read tafsir. Don't make your own. My friend, I opened the tafsir. It says that women have a sperm coming from her ribs and man have a sperm coming from his backbone. So are you sure you want me to open the tafsir? Open tafsir, okay? Don't read as you wish. And now the second we start showing him what tafsir says, he will say, I don't accept this tafsir. He's a human. Like what? He's a human. Like what the heck does that mean? He's a human. Muhammad is a human too. Yeah, but yeah, this no, this is a human. يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب, meaning the sexual fluid comes from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Are you enjoying tafsir? This is your tafsir. Do you remember the video of Dawah? We made a video for them. They said the word soul mean penis. Like what the heck? The word soul mean penis? The male member. Go watch it. Can you debate with real people like David Wood? No, I cannot debate with real people like David Wood. Are you saying to me that all you Muslims who call me they are fake? Can you? No, I cannot. Still, I am the one who make Muslim leave Islam by thousands. Me. You like it, you don't like it, face it. And now, sperm is coming from the ribs of your mom. Don't cry. It's in front of your eyes. I don't want you to go now to the bedroom and see what your mom and dad do in the bedroom, just to prove the point that your mom, she will have orgasm from her ribs. Genius, Muhammad. Let us see other Abdul. Go, we hear you. Call ended in 9 seconds. Who is a Muslim would like to call? What happened to this guy who speaks Arabic? Who said that first time the angel was not sent by Allah? He wasn't sent by Allah. It's an embarrassing. I am a Muslim. Hello?
Hello, yeah. Every Muslim child is born. Every child is born as a Muslim.
I don't
I can
understand.
already
Say
read
again what?
in your book.
Say again what?
Yeah, every child born Muslim fitra. Yeah, and you want to blame me for why I'm a
Every
Muslim?
child is born as a Muslim?
Yeah, but
What does that mean?
you already.
Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah, every child born as a Muslim. That
Okay,
means
what does that mean? What does that mean?
this destiny thing is already tied off
Okay,
before we
so
are already.
if a child he is born as a Muslim, every child born as a Muslim, if a child from a Muslim family and he is born as a Muslim, as you said, if he die, he will go to heaven?
Still, I think the child has to work for it. Has to work for heaven. Yeah,
No,
that's why
I'm
we
asking
are
you, is he going to go to heaven or not?
not without being a good person.
How he will be good? Like a child, he is 6 months old, he die, or 2 months old. Is he going to go to heaven or to hell?
No, a child, as far as I can remember, is innocent. Yeah, a child is innocent.
Yeah, he will go
Yeah,
to
a
heaven,
child
right?
is
He will go to heaven.
presumably yes.
Okay, your prophet, he said no.
Wow, again, my professor, no.
Yeah,
Can I say
are you
something?
Sunni?
Yes.
I can tell you are a
No,
Sunni
I'm a
because you are
Muslim.
making fun of the Shia
I'm
in
a
your
Muslim.
icon.
Oh, yeah, I'm a Muslim man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
know, but
Muslim.
you are a
I
Muslim
think like
Sunni because you are making fun of the Shia, as I see in the icon in your profile. You are making fun of the Shia in Iran.
yeah, because the Shias maybe they are
Okay, so
more
you are a Muslim Sunni. Here we go,
more.
no problem. So here we go. This is your prophet. He says to Aisha. Aisha told him, this child who died, he is a bird of birds of paradise. He never commits sin. He never reached the age of sin, so he will go to heaven. Muhammad, he said to her, peradventure, don't be stupid. It might be the other way. What do you think?
These scriptures are complicated. We have to take our time very, very
A
well.
second ago
Before
it
we
was
can.
very easy. A second after it's very complicated. What is complicated? The child, he died. He is an infant. He did not reach the age
Yeah.
of sin. I asked you, if a child he died, he is 2 months old or 6 months old, he will go to heaven or not? He never commits sin. You said he will go to heaven. So it was very easy for you. Now it's complicated.
Yeah,
What
because it's
happened?
Isa who is now determining the child's fate. Now, Isa.
No, I asked you just 2 minutes ago. If a child, he is
Yes.
an infant, he is 2 months or 6 months old and he die, is he a person will go to heaven? You said yes. It was easy to answer. It wasn't
Yeah,
complicated. Now I'm showing you a
presumably,
hadith. Your prophet saying the opposite.
yeah, but this was according to my own understanding. I told the
Okay,
girl,
so
the child is
how
innocent.
your own understanding as a Muslim is against your prophet understanding? How does that work for you? I thought everyone is born
Yeah,
as a Muslim. So how you are born as a Muslim but you do not understand what Islam mean?
I am trying to understand what Islam means.
Okay, but
Okay.
you are born as a Muslim, so Allah, he put it in fitrah. Fitrah mean that you are born with it. This is what fitrah mean. Do you know what fitrah mean? You Muslims, you copy
No.
Arabic word, you have no idea what it mean. Fitrah mean you do poo-poo. Fitrah mean that you piss. Fitrah mean that you creep like a child. This is fitrah, things were born with us. So how we are born as a Muslim, that is stupid. Because if you are born as a Muslim, then you should know from the day of number one in your life what Muslim mean, and you do not need anyone to teach you because you are born with it. So you Muslim, you are like a recording machine. Fitrah, 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 fitrah. Nobody knows what fitrah mean. If I am born with this fitrah, I will not need even a prophet because I'm born with it.
Oh, you are really a very complicated man.
I'm very complicated. Have you ever heard of a duck? She need to take a class of swimming. She's born with
What?
fitrah. Born with fitrah. What is the fitrah? She swim right away. She come from the egg. She swim. A duck. She do not need to take a class of swimming. Her mother, she will not take her to the classroom. Let me teach you today how to swim. They don't. They right away come from the egg, they swim. So when you say fitra, learn from now. Don't be stupid like the rest of the Muslims. When you say a fitra, that means you are a duck and you know how to swim and do not need anyone to teach you how to swim. So how come you are born as a Muslim but you do not know what Islam is?
Yeah, you remember in one of your videos you talk about, okay, maybe you can still think I am trying to change the topic. I'm trying to understand my religion, okay? That does not mean I'm trying to run away, okay? I want to make sure I understand my religion, and your avenue has been helpful. So now, please, bear with me, okay? Be patient with me. You talk about Prophet Muhammad being born 4 years, if I am not mistaken, 4 years before, 4 years, 4 years, sorry, let me get this right. 4 years after his father was dead. Okay? So I try to bring this information to my landed friend. Okay? Yeah, it's okay, to my landed friend. But this is debunked. This is not true. Okay, so now
why you don't call the one who said to you not true right now? Let him debate me. Right now.
This guy is a scholar, okay? Or
so
maybe
this is why we need him to call me. This is the point, because I want you to see that the scholar is talking to you. He's a duck who do not know how to swim.
No, he said this is fabricated.
Okay, he said it's fabricated hadith. Guys, it's a fabricated hadith. What hadith? The guy he married, your prophet and the father of your prophet supposedly, and his father, they married the same day. So, and then Hamza is 4 years older than Muhammad, but Muhammad's father, he died 3 months after he got married. So how the guy Muhammad, he came, his mother, she gave birth to him 4 years after the father death. And how he come to the conclusion that this hadith is fabricated? And if it's fabricated, why it's there? Why the Muslims, they have it for tens of centuries, and now they discover it's fabricated?
Yeah, he would ask me to use my own logic that can somebody be born 4 years after his father's death? No woman can stay pregnant for that long.
Your scholar is a potato. If we go right now and we search in your Islamic fatwas, we will find the following: that a Muslim woman, she can be carrying a child up to 10 years. Some they say even unlimited. Here we go. I will give you even the link. So your scholar is a fraud. Here we go. This is Islamic question and answer. This is not a Christian website. This is official Muslim website, and this is in Arabic. What is the longest period for a woman to have a child or to carry a child? The answer is here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number etc. If we click translate to English, you will see, just to cover the problem of Muhammad, they start saying things beyond the imagination. According to Sharia, it can be 2 years, it can be 4 years. Read with me carefully. 3 years, 2 years.
I'm not seeing anything, man.
It's in the screen. According to Hanafi, what is your sect?
Oh, my brother, it's Abdul. I told you already
what
that.
Is your sect? What is your sect?
I am a Muslim, man.
Tell me what is your sect. Yeah. Come on. What is your sect? You are born from a family, right? What your family sect?
Yeah, we are proud to be Sunnis. Yes, Sunnis.
That's another question. I know they are Sunnis. Sunni are 4 sect. What is your sect?
Sunnis are 4.
Hanafi, Shafi'i, whatever, Hanbali, Maliki. Which one?
Maliki. Yeah.
Okay, Maliki, guys. He said Maliki. Okay, read carefully. According to Malik, 6 years. Az-Zuhri wa Malik, they said 6 years a woman, she can be pregnant.
No,
and
2
then
years.
Az-Zuhri and Malik, they confirm it can be even 7 years. And this is the opinion of Az-Zuhri and Malik. And then they continue saying there is no limit in how long a woman she can be carrying a child. So
yeah, but you know,
according to your sect, the Maliki start from 4 years. Read me carefully. The Maliki says, read the screen. 4 years, according to who? Shafi'i and Hanbali and Maliki. Those are the 3 majors of the Muslim Sunni. 3 major. Shafi'i and Hanbali and Maliki. They say start with 3 years. Then Imam Malik says it can be 5, it can be 6, it can be 7. And then there's other opinion, which is not al-Maliki now, saying it can be no limit.
Yeah, but that is not possible. Like,
My friend, those are your scholars. Don't tell me this is not possible.
yeah, but brother, you are a very landed person. You know that no woman can stay pregnant forever, man.
Listen, I'm not talking about this is impossible or not. I know this is stupid. This is not a question, but this is your religion. When you're a scholar, he said this is not true. He's an idiot, because if he have to belong to one of those sects, you're a scholar. So if he is a Hanafi, if he's a Maliki as you, will he have to agree with 7 years at least, between 4 to 7? This is what Maliki says in front of you, and I can give you the link.
Yeah, I brought this 4 years timeline. Yeah, to my scholar.
Did you ask yourself why those scholars they come with this 7 years and 8 years and even unlimited years? This is
no, honestly, I'm in this 6 or 7
because
years.
Muhammad was born many years after his father's death. They are trying to cover up. Otherwise, nobody. I mean, there's no reason. How stupid is that to say 6 years, 7 years? What is that? You divorced your wife 5 years ago. She called you tomorrow, says that come to the hospital to pay for the baby I gave birth yesterday. This is stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. It's stupid.
Okay, so what is your religion?
Yeah, okay. So now, this Muhammad's father is Abdullah. What is the second name for Abdullah?
First of all, there's no proof that his father's name is Abdullah. And I will prove it to you. Because if his father... Okay, let me ask you. His father is in hellfire or in heaven?
Sorry, take it easy. What did he...
Is he in hell or in heaven?
No, come on. I was not... I don't know. I suppose maybe... I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, Muhammad says, my father and your father in hellfire. And this is sahih, as you see. He was speaking to a man. He said to him, my father and your father are in hellfire. So how his name is Abdullah, slave of Allah, and he will go to hell?
Yeah, because this Abdullah, this Allah name has been circulating or been in use before Muhammad came into the scene. You know, in one of your videos, I had to confirming that also. So maybe it makes sense why his father's name is Abdullah, because a slave of Allah has been around in this geographical area before.
If a person is born from a pagan family, is he noble in Islam?
If a person is born from a pagan family, is that person a noble person?
He's a noble man if he is born from a pagan family. Is his father pagan?
No, this will have to depend, of course, if the father or this person is already a good man. You know, in your nobility depends on your character, I think, your attitude. Yeah, you know, nobility. Yeah, I know that families can inherit it, you know, but yeah, for me, my logic will be, yeah, you have to earn it yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you are listening to me. I want to focus with me, please.
Okay.
Your prophet father, is he from a good family?
Yes, that's what I am told. Remember, I was not there, but that's what I'm told. His family is a good family, okay? From the beginning to the end.
So the good family are going to go to hell.
You know, remember, it depends. At the end of the day, you have to be judged before you can enter this paradise. You have to be judged. So here in the world, people can say you are a good man or you come from a good family, but in front of Allah, you did not pass the exam. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay, but isn't it the Quran says وَإِنَّمَا الْمُشْرِكُونَ النَّجِسِ?
No, my Arabic is really not good. I don't understand.
Means filthy.
Okay.
So your prophet is a son of a filthy man.
Yeah, this is also possible.
Muslim, they say to us that Muhammad is born of a noble family. If the Quran describe anyone who is not worshiping Allah truly, he is a najis. Not only filthy, he is filthy to the point you cannot wash him.
So filthy here will mean like
it's a filthy you cannot wash. It's not a filthy you take a shower and you are done. No, this is filthy. That means satanic, you know, evil.
Yeah, but that still does not mean you cannot go to paradise. Okay. You know,
so
still you can enter paradise. Like,
Okay.
is there any reference that says that if you are filthy, you cannot go to paradise? Probably no.
If you are filthy, okay,
Yeah.
this is not topic now. Listen carefully. Muhammad is a son of Abdullah, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Abdullah is filthy.
Okay.
His mother is filthy.
Do you have references for all these
Muhammad is
claims?
what? If the
Like you
father
said,
and the son, and the father and the wife, the husband and the wife, they are filthy. The son is
mm.
what?
Yeah, I know you want to say that the son will also automatically be filthy, but the son can otherwise be something else. Cannot be filthy also, you know, like filthy, these parents have to undergo some kind of uncleanliness while they are filthy. For example, the son can come over and then he can go to the opposite direction. This is also possible. Uda? So like you telling me, okay, because the parents are filthy, yeah, of course, yeah, the child also must be filthy. Yeah, but this can turn out not be the case also.
Okay,
What do you
so
think?
but let us go with you. If Muhammad's
Okay.
father, he
Yeah.
was a pagan and his mother was
Yeah.
pagan, Muhammad,
Mm.
what he will be?
Muhammad will also likely be a pagan until Muhammad.
Exactly. So
Um,
Muhammad was
yeah.
pagan. He was a filthy for 40 years, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm.
guys, so Muhammad
Sorry.
was
Sorry.
for, okay, Muhammad was
Let me.
filthy for 40 years. All right.
Maybe I already committed sin by saying that. Let me withdraw that. I
No,
cannot
no, no.
say
Hold on,
that.
hold on, hold on. You don't need to withdraw anything. You can withdraw. Who care? But you know, you have to confirm something very easy to know. If Muhammad is born from both parents who don't, you know, they are not true believers, well, Muhammad will be like them because even your prophet, he says, the one when you said to me, you are born with the fitrah, and then there's the continuous says, and then your parents will make you a Jew or a Christian or etc. Correct?
Yes, like in
Okay,
my case, I
so
was
this will
born
be
in
the
a
case for
family, so
Muhammad too. This will be the case for
Muslim.
Muhammad too. So Muhammad is born as a Muslim by fitrah, as you claim, and then his parents will make him pagan like them. So Muhammad was a pagan for 40 years at least, correct?
Yes.
That make
Yes.
him najis. The Quran says he's a najis then. So he was a pagan for 40 years. He's najis. Question:
This means
Do Allah choose
pure.
a najis person to be a prophet?
Najis. What does najis mean?
Filthy.
Filthy, dirty. Okay. So yeah, but he can be clean also. After
No,
40 years, Muhammad can
no.
be clean
The
also.
Quran says Allah forgive not those who commit shirk.
But did the Quran also not says that Muhammad's sins past and present,
But
even the future,
Allah
is already
still,
forgiven?
Allah forgive not. No, the Quran doesn't say Allah forgive the past. It says may Allah forgive. But Allah, he says, Allah will not forgive those who do shirk. Inna Allah la yaghfur an yushraka bihi. Chapter 4
No,
verse
come
number
on.
48. Chapter 4
Yes, stay
verse
with me.
116. Chapter 5
The
verse number
prophet
72.
were already forgiven. He's a prophet. He is having a special privilege, and this is
So
why
hold on. You
he.
see, are you saying to me that your God is not justice? So Allah, he will forgive only Muhammad and the rest will not forgive them? That's not fair. Secondly, where you get this privilege from? If Allah says, I will never forgive anyone who take partner with Allah, he never said, I will forgive some and I will not forgive. You're adding things now.
Yeah, but because he is a special. In fact, this whole world
My
was
friend,
created because of
show me the
Islam.
special. It says here, chapter 4, verse 116, one of the funny verses, Allah forgive not. That's it. He did not say forgive not for some. He said forgive not to everybody, to anyone. So
No, no.
if you ever have,
Allah does only those people who associate partners with him. And as far as I know, Muhammad never associate any partner with Allah.
but you
Okay, he
just
was
told
a
me,
pagan.
you just agreed that he was a pagan for 40 years. You forgot?
Yeah, but pagan only, the definition of pagan means having a different belief, having a different.
No, pagan is someone he believe in different God. As simple as that. Those are not communists. He believe in different God. So he is born from a pagan family. He was a pagan for 40 years, and you agreed with me. And then Allah, he says, Allah forgive not those who do associate with him, and anything
Yeah, but
else he forgive. The verse is
there's
so
a qualification.
clear.
There's a qualification here. If you die while you are associating partners with Allah, then this sin cannot be forgiven. Okay, so don't forget the qualification.
Hold on,
While you are still
that is very
well,
silly. That is very silly,
no,
because
this is what I learned.
hold on, my friend, hold on, wait. So if you die, Allah will not forgive you. But this is how the
What?
justice will be anyway. Because if Allah will judge when? Will judge in the judgment day, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, but Allah did not say if somebody he commit shirk and he did not like ask for forgiveness before he died, then I will forgive him. He said anyone who commits shirk. He did not make a limit or conditions. He said anyone commit shirk. Any other sin I will forgive. So he made it clear that this is a sin you will never be forgiven. After death, before death, who cares? You will never be forgiven. Otherwise, show me where it says that if you commit shirk and you
I
ask for
guess
forgiveness,
I guess there are explanations for this particular
for
verse.
sure Muslims will
Yeah,
come with
there are,
explanation.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
easy for
because
Muslims. This is very easy for Muslims to make explanation. That's why not big
it-
deal. Okay,
remember,
let us make it simple. Let us make it simple. So Muhammad was a
we,
pagan for 40 years. What he was praying for?
he was a pagan. That's what we know. He was a
Okay,
pagan, but
okay.
he was not like he was not worshiping any idols like you may suspect. Yeah, because
Wait. Around the Kaaba, there's more than 360 idols, and those what his family they worship. This is why his uncles, all of their names is the slaves of one of the idols.
yeah, but all of the idols, one of the,
Al-Muttalib is one
yeah,
of the idols. All those
okay,
names, is names of idols. So all his uncles they are slaves of idols.
okay, but yeah, but this is why we see that Muhammad's name is not one of the names of the
Muhammad,
idols.
this is
His
not
name
his name. Muhammad, he changed his name because there's no way his name Muhammad. Because
also
simply,
I saw it.
no, my friend, hold on. Muhammad cannot be his name because the word Muhammad means the praised one, and
Yes,
that is a title will be given only to God. So this man is a madman. He wanna
no,
make
no,
himself God in earth. So
do not say
he
it's only
changed his
for
name. He
Abraham.
changed his name, and you can find tons of stories about Muslims change their names after they convert to Islam in the time of Muhammad, because their names doesn't fit with Islam no more, including the name of Muhammad himself. So your prophet name, his real name was Qasim. He changed it. His uncle who died before him, his name is Qasim. And the tradition is when one of the family he died, the first boy who is a male, supposedly, will come after this person who died, will give him the name of the person who passed away. So his uncle just passed away. Muhammad was born, so they gave him the name Qasim. And this is his real name. Then Muhammad, he changed it. This is why the Quran it says sometimes his name is Ahmed, sometimes his name is Muhammad. But Ahmad is not Muhammad. You will say to me, it have the
Yeah, but
same meaning. Okay,
Muhammad means
why are
this
you
word.
okay? Hold on. You
This
see, you Muslims actually you are mushrikeen, because if your prophet is a slave of Allah, how you call him the praised one?
yeah, but human beings can also be praised.
No,
In my lifetime, I see
no,
many human beings
no,
being
my
praised.
friend.
So it's not only
The praised one is God. Anyone praise any human, he's not praising. He's a pagan. He's a mushrik. You praise only God. We Christian, we say praise God, praise the Lord. We don't say praise Paul. We don't say
but
praise
what
Peter. We don't say praise anyone. We say praise the Lord. So when you Muslims, you call your prophet praise, his name is the praised one. So if he is the praised one, who is praised to Allah? That means Muhammad is number one, Allah is number two. So who's the God?
my friend, please, praise, human beings can be praised. Praise only mean to show approval or admiration for.
The word,
So you can
since when the
you
word
can
praise mean approval? Since when the word praise is mean approval? Praise is a religious term. You say it only to God. Okay, let me say, do you say praise be to Allah? Do you say
yes,
praise?
yes,
Okay. Have you ever say
yeah,
praise be to Jibreel?
no,
Why?
Why? Because there was never any need for me to
Okay,
say
show me any
praise.
person. Show me any person in Islam. You Muslim. You say praise be to this person beside Muhammad.
No, no, I will only show you my friend. I have friends that I praise. When we play football and then they did wonders, I praise them. Okay, because I admire what they do. And you know, I
You
think
see,
they, yeah.
praise is not about admiring. Praise is an act of worship. You are worshiping God. This is what praise.
No,
Praise
but
the Lord.
the dictionary said express warm approval or admiration. That's what praise can also mean that. So,
Oh,
like if people like me, yeah, when we use praise, we are not saying that it's only limited to God or to a deity. It can also be applied to a human being. I have seen
let
people.
us find easy. Who is more important in Islam, Muhammad or Allah? According to Islam, if you insult Muhammad, you have to be killed, and if you repent, still they will kill you. If you insult Allah, they give you 3 days to repent, and if you repent, they will forgive you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, how come if you insult Muhammad, you have to die? If you insult Allah, no.
No, I never see that. Uh,
Yeah,
okay,
squeeze
so
it, squeeze more, squeeze more. What? Obviously, Muhammad is God, because
you said,
the insult should be more serious. The insult should be more serious if you insult Allah, not Muhammad. Should be the opposite. But if you insult Allah, they give you 3 days. Think about it, 3 days. But if you insult Muhammad, we have to kill you. That's it. What kind
okay,
of
this
religion? Who is more
said,
important then? Who is more important, Allah or Muhammad? Obviously, Muhammad.
no, I think Allah should be more important. Allah is
How
always
is
more
more
important.
important? But you give me 3 days to repent. If you insult Muhammad, that's it. How is it more important? You just agreed that if you insult Muhammad, there's no forgiveness. If you insult Allah, it's okay.
Check this out. Muhammad, this whole world, yeah, this whole world is created because of this man called Muhammad, the praiseworthy. Okay,
Exactly,
so
guys. Did you hear what he
if
said? Repeat again, please, what you said.
no, come on, bear with me for a second. Like this guy is so important that we are all here because of him. Okay, so if
No.
you keep,
Just say what you said. You said the whole world is created because of Muhammad, correct?
this is what I learned. Yeah, this is what I
Okay.
learned. Huh?
So
So
Allah
so you
created the
can.
whole world because of Muhammad. Why?
That shows you how important this guy is. So if you are leaving everybody to insult him and there is no consequences, then come on, then he's not important anymore. The significance is gone. So we have to keep people from insulting and then demoralizing him.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and but this is my
okay.
own personal opinion.
So now
Yeah,
everybody heard you, because the whole world is created for the sake of Muhammad. So there is a
yeah,
consequence, but the whole world is
yeah.
not created for the sake of Allah.
Come on, you are trying to twist. You are
You
trying
just
to
said
put me in a
that. You
corner.
just said that. You just said that. You just said the whole world created for the sake of Muhammad, not for the sake of Allah. This is why if you insult Allah is okay. If you insult Muhammad, no, it's not okay. The whole world is created for Muhammad, not for Allah.
Yes.
Okay. So who is more important then? Even Allah himself is exist for the sake of Muhammad.
No, but Allah is not part of the world, you
Yeah,
know. So
because
Allah is.
the job of Allah is doing what? Just to create things for Muhammad. You just told us that you Muslim believe that the whole world, the whole creation created for the sake of Muhammad. So what is the job of Allah? Just to work for Muhammad. He's there just to create things for him.
Okay, I can see now in the screen that you brought the hadith that I was having in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says, "If for you, O Muhammad, I will not have created creation."
correct.
Okay. Yeah, but this is from some kind of article. Show me the hadith. Don't show me a random article from somewhere. Come on.
But you are the one who mentioned it. You are the one who mentioned it. No, you don't want it? I
No,
put it in the
of course I
screen
want.
because you mentioned it. It is you
Okay.
who said Allah. We ask you why if insult Muhammad will be killed but not Allah. You said because the whole world is created for him. But this is where the story coming from. The whole universe created for Muhammad. The sky, even the chair of Allah, even the pen of Allah, everything. Allah will not have a chair if not Muhammad. Allah will not have a pen if not Muhammad. Allah will not
You
have
know,
a book of that Muhammad. Allah will not
you know,
send even Isa, even Adam, even everybody created for the sake of Muhammad, correct?
it's the first time I am seeing this reference myself. I heard it and I accepted it that the whole world was created because of Muhammad.
Yeah,
And now
but that's mean Allah Himself is
it's
exist for serving
from
Muhammad. So Allah in Islam is a servant of Muhammad because the whole idea of Allah existence is to what? Is to make things for Muhammad.
there are many hadiths to this effect. Hadiths, yeah, but this okay. So what is the problem? Do you have any problem with this? I think
This
not.
is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Muhammad is your God, is not Allah. Islam is a pagan cult. Muhammad, he changed his name. He made himself the praised one. So you can praise him. And as you see, Allah praising
No,
him. Allah, he prayed
no,
for him. Allah, he
no.
created for him. The whole universe is made for Muhammad. So why women are exist for Muhammad? Why Adam is exist for Muhammad? Why cockroaches exist for Muhammad? Why my
Yeah.
computer is exist for Muhammad? Why you and me exist for Muhammad? I mean, are you Muslim possessed? Are you stupid or what? Because if
No,
this is not what worship mean, so what is worship? You
no.
just
Okay.
said you just admitted that your Muhammad is God.
My friend, we just worship the guy or the power who created the creation. That's why he said, if not for you, there will be no creation. So we are not
So
worshiping.
Muhammad is the reason. Muhammad is the reason to create everything. So Allah trying to make Muhammad happy. Correct?
I'm not sure about that.
What do you mean not so? Okay, what do you say? If not you, I did not create all of this.
Yes,
Isn't this
but
is mean
so,
that all of this is made for you, Muhammad? Are you
no,
happy?
you just said that is to make Muhammad happy. So
So tell
I
me
will
what
not
is the
say.
purpose, guys? I just said no. I did not say that. I'm saying to you. So if he said all of this is made for you, even Isa is created for you, Muhammad. Even Adam
Yeah,
was created for you, Muhammad. Women,
yeah.
children, horses, dogs, pigs, everything, gold, silver, just for you, Muhammad. Isn't it this is all mean that I've just made everything just to make you happy?
No, no, no. It means just because of the potential that Muhammad is having. Muhammad's potential and his potential to redeem.
Potential.
Um,
What to
yeah, he,
redeem if the sin created for the sake of Muhammad? Because all of this is a even sin created for the sake of Muhammad.
no, no, no. Don't go there. Sin that is like
Okay, when Adam he commits sin, did he choose to commit sin or Allah force him?
no. Remember, it's not Adam who commit this. This woman who came and then influenced
No,
Adam.
when
And,
Adam he ate from the tree, did
yeah,
he commit sin or not?
yeah. Of course, that
Okay,
is a
did he
sin.
choose to eat from the tree or Allah force him?
No, it's the woman who influenced Adam
No,
to
you're a
eat.
prophet. He says the opposite. Your prophet says that Allah he wrote in his destiny as his fate, and he have to do, and he decide for him to do that 40 years before his creation.
No, no. My prophet did not say that. My prophet said Adam said that. Adam said
Yeah,
that.
but Adam he said that, and your prophet agreed with him.
No, my prophet quoted Adam.
No,
Okay,
he
my
agreed.
prophet.
He agreed with him.
No, no, no. My prophet did not
Okay,
say in
read
the.
it then. Don't be stubborn. Read it. You said he did not agree with him. Read it. Here we go. It says your prophet even he repeat. So Adam confuted Moses. Adam confuted Moses, and he repeated that 3 times. Do you know what confuted mean?
So can you show it properly? I'm not. I'm only saying halfway. Um. Okay. So the prophet said Moses agreed with Adam and said to him, Adam, you are the one who got the people out of paradise. Uh, I'm not, you are. Uh, I'm not saying anything anymore. Yeah, you are paradise. Then Adam said to him, "O Moses, Allah favored you with his Torah. He wrote the Torah for him. Or do you blame me for actions which Allah in my faith 40 years before my creation?" So now we see that clearly now here. That's why before I told you, yeah, I told you that destiny is something that we cannot ignore at all. There was a destiny. Okay, so 40 years before Adam came into the scene, Adam Adam should Adam should go ahead and make this mess. Okay, and that's why he cannot
Listen,
escape
listen
it.
carefully. Stop talking like a kid. It says here, do you blame me? Does it say, do you blame me? Do you blame
Yeah, do you blame me for
me? Okay,
Allah so
so
had in my
can we blame Adam for the sin? Why we cannot? We cannot.
no,
Why?
no,
Because
we
it
cannot.
was a destiny. It wasn't his
Yes,
choice. So if
yes,
it's my
yes. That's
choice, then you can blame me because I am the one who made it. As long you cannot blame me, it means it's not my fault. Do you agree?
yes, yes. And
Okay.
if this
So
is
your God, he decided to Adam to commit sin for Muhammad.
no, no, no.
What a stupid
Repeat it
religion.
again.
Yeah,
What did
why
you say?
Adam he committed sin? It was the plan of Allah. Allah he wanted to create a person. This person, his name is Adam. Adam will eat from the apple. Allah he forced him to eat. Allah will kick him out. Then Adam will go to earth, and then Adam will have sex with Eve, and Eve will give children, and from the children of Eve, one of the guys will be Muhammad, and this is my plan. Everything is happening is just
Let,
for the sake of this guy.
let me explain something to you.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So this destiny stuff, yeah, is also not something that is easy. Okay. For example, Allah
Okay,
knows.
for example, take a hike. For example, it's not easy. This is the conclusion now. Destiny is not easy. Who cares if it's easy or not? Adam never commits sin. It was a fraud. I did not commit sin. It was a fraud because this is the plan of Allah. All of us, we did not commit sin. It was a fraud. Your stupid God, he forced people to commit sin just for the sake of Muhammad. This is not easy, okay? This destiny is not easy, brother. What easy? What easy? What hard?